Hello Internet, welcome back to one of my videos. In this video I'm going to be doing an oil painting. I don't usually paint with oil, so this was a very interesting challenge for me. I've only done oil painting twice before. Only one of those times I actually finished the piece. I might show that, at some point in the video. Maybe now actually, that's probably a good time. Yeah, so I just felt like trying it again. The weather's getting warmer here in the UK, and I can have my windows open. I don't know if you know this about oil painting, but the fumes, specifically the solvents, are typically really bad for you. They're really, really horrible to inhale. They're carcinogens, I believe that is the term for them, which basically means that they can cause cancer. And obviously we don't want that. So I did the painting I just showed for a school project, sort of, and we were just we were encouraged to use different materials. So I did oil, and I actually really enjoyed it, It was really fun. I'm watching this back as I'm recording it, and I'm actually really impressed by my brush work. I don't usually work on a large scale. Before this, I mostly just work in gouache. Gouache is my favorite medium, I have to say. I just love how it blends, and I like how vibrant it is. And I don't know if you know this about oils, but those are also very prominent features of oil painting. So it makes a lot of sense. I actually really enjoyed using the oils. So in this piece, I decided to do a portrait of a friend. We went on a walk recently, and he pulled a really funny face. So I just found it quite entertaining. I liked the expression on the face. So I was initially just going to do a regular portrait. However, I ended up going and doing something a little bit different, as you'll see. So that you just saw, that was Daisy. She's my cat. She's pretty cute. She comes and sits by me, and I do paint every once in a while. But yeah, so initially for this painting, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just wanted to use blue instead of black, have more of an impressionistic style. I did a lot of research into Monet recently and Impressionism. I mean, Monet is kind of the face of Impressionism, so I just wanted to do something along that genre. Especially working with oil, I felt very inspired. Well, I went to the National Gallery in London, and I saw a few Monet paintings there, some Van Goghs as well, and an Edgar Vant painting. There's a lot of stuff there, actually. I saw Jan van Eyck, I think that's how you say his name. His paintings are so much smaller than you think they are. I'm honestly disgusted by the amount of detail he manages to put into them. Like, how the hell did he do that? I'm jealous. I'm in awe. There's so many emotions I feel about that. His portrait of himself, or at least that's what we think it is. It's actually not being confirmed. I don't know how you confirm it. But because it's just a portrait of a man, I think that's what it's called. It looks like him, and it's so small it could fit in my hand. But if you look it up online, you'd think it's massive because of how detailed it is. So this being my second attempt at oil painting, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm still learning a lot about the techniques. I think I'm using too little paint, and that's why it just kind of looks a bit, well, it doesn't look glossy and smooth. You can see a lot of the texture of the canvas. I'm not really sure if this is canvas. It's like this student stuff I bought a while ago. But yeah, this is only my second time doing oil paints, and I actually had a really fun time doing it. I thought the colors just blended really well. Although I do admit it does take a while to get going. I'm not sure if I've finished with this piece yet or not. I have a feeling I'm going to go back to it and do some more background detail. Just because at the moment it is looking a little bit not what I want it to. But then again, I'm not using like expensive media or expensive materials, sorry. So so it's no pressure to like go back and finish it and make it look good. It was just an experiment, and I had a lot of fun with it, in all honesty. I think you can probably tell that by how it came out. It came out quite loose, which I feel like most experiments do. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Here in particular, when I'm doing his eyes, you can see how I don't know what's going on with the paint. I don't think I'm putting enough on. It's just like congealing in certain areas and not in others, and it's just looking like really weird, not looking nice and beautiful like oil paint should. More like I'm scraping something along the canvas. It just doesn't look right to me. But yeah, I really liked his expression on his face, and if there's anyone else out there who paints or draws, I might throw up an image of the reference photo, and I would love to see other people's take on this, because I feel like, I don't know, he looks like a cowboy, and it's just a lot of fun, the face at least, just like the kind of silly expression. I feel like I made it look more serious. I feel like my color schemes kind of made my brain want to make his expression look a little bit more like, ugh, what do you know? I don't even know how you'd explain it, but yeah. I can definitely see myself doing more oil paints in the future. I mean, this was initially going to be like super realistic, but I just wasn't feeling it. But I feel like I should definitely try to do realism. Like actually mix skin tones, put real detail into everything. I feel like at this stage I would really struggle to do that, because I've got no idea what I'm doing. So when I did this piece, I was inspired by this horse painting. It's massive. It was also in the National Gallery. And I loved how creamy and green the background looked. So I initially tried to do that, but I obviously don't know how to mix oil paints in large quantities. And I don't know how to make it look super matte and flat, like a nice flat wash. I just honestly don't know how to do that. So I figured, you know what, forget, I'll do something else. And also just looked a little bit bland by itself. So I was looking at a Dr. Pepper can, of all things. And I was like, you know what, this pattern could actually really work well with this piece. And I think it did. Again, I do feel like I might have to go back and do some more with it, because at the moment it just feels like it needs a bit more. I'm not really sure what else to say. I would love to hear any feedback about this painting and any tips you have for oil paints, because obviously I'm a noob. I would love any advice. I feel like I did an okay job. If you guys think so, maybe hit the like button and share with friends or something. I don't know how to social media. I'm not good at this. I am trying to do more on Instagram as well, just posting other things on there. It's elixir.ig on there, so look me up if you're on IG. Instagram, I should say. I'm so lame. So tune in next time. I already know what I'm doing for my next video, which is actually super good. You know, I feel like I should do this for all of my videos. I'm going to be doing a profile picture painting. I've already started it. It looks pretty cute. I just added some yellow, and it has so much more energy now. So I really want to get something that's eye-catching and cute and fun. I feel a little bit guilty because, well, actually, no, I'll say that in the next video. But yeah, thank you very much. It's been a lovely chatting to you all again. And I'll see you next time. Later.